Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Talk by Tech. We are talking wrestling once again because wrestling has been pretty popular right now. The entire wrestling world is essentially talking about AEW All In, big UK show. They've pushed 70,000 seats sold so far. They've got the potential for 90 plus thousand, which would make them the number one wrestling event in the UK in history, which is pretty impressive. But overall, right now, the concern or the question is, what is going on with Double or Nothing? Double or Nothing is not at a big seating event. The total seats currently in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas is 9,872, and they've only sold about 69% of that, or 6,807 seats. They're just not doing well, and when you consider that this event was in Las Vegas last year, and also the event last year definitely sat over 13,000. There's something horribly confusing going on here. Not sure why the sales are so dismal. Or not dismal, but they're not where you'd expect them to be given what All In is doing right now. That could be for a couple factors now. One of the big factors is, of course, All In is it's a new country. It's the first time, and there's a lot of hype and a lot of pop about that, even though nothing has been announced as far as matches go for it. It's still sold 70,000 seats on the fact that it is AEW's first time in the UK, which is impressive. But for Double or Nothing, the only matches we have announced right now is MJF is going to defend the world title. He's going to defend that against Darby Allin, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and Sammy Guevara. I don't really see any title change here, so at least it was announced. They're talking about announcing another match, potentially tonight, which is going to be the tag titles, FTR against Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. FTR is one of my favorite tag teams of all time right now. They do great work in the ring. They're solid. They make their opponents look amazing. They do great selling. They're good, old school storytelling tag team. So I expect the match to be good because they usually don't fail to deliver. I don't see the titles changing hands, but the real confusing part is they are so close to this pay-per-view. They have almost no matches announced, and I think that's what's really hurting the sales numbers. I think maybe if they announced a few more matches, they would easily get those last few thousand seats, but I'm not sure. Now, again, the other side to this coin, we have All In, but we also have Forbidden Door, which is AEW in New Japan. That's going to be in June. And they've almost sold out the Toronto Scottsdale Arena. Now, you might say, well, maybe it's smaller, whatnot, but no, it's a 12,972 capacity. And they've sold 12,873. So they've got a lot of tickets sold for that event again, but, it's not in the US. And I feel like hitting these markets in other countries, which WWE does not do a great job on either, but I feel like hitting these other markets brings a big draw because people like seeing, wrestling fans like seeing live pro wrestling. So I feel like that's definitely going to help them. It'll be interesting to see if they actually do Double or Nothing in the same place again next year, if they're going to run it in Vegas or go somewhere else. I think Double or Nothing should definitely move around, and I think All In as a whole, I think would do marketing well if every year they put that into a different country. I just think the idea of it being in a new, unique place will draw fans in where they know this might be my only chance to see live AEW wrestling, at least for a long time. And it would definitely do big numbers, and it would bring in a lot for advertising revenue and other things. But this would also definitely help AEW move forward and become the second number 2 big name in wrestling right now and start getting them closer and closer to overtaking WWE. With Vince back, they've got a great chance because Vince's booking style is confusing. So AEW's got a good shot here. It's interesting to see what's going on with Double or Nothing versus All In. But either way, the show will probably be good because AEW normally delivers. They do a great job at that. So it's just going to be interesting to see what happens the end of the month in Vegas. That's all for now. Out. This has been Talk About Tech.